Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is June the 19th, 2021. You guys can see here, we're going to give you all the price prediction into the market for GameStop. We're not going to be one of these hype boys, these moon boys out here that's giving you all these outlandish price predictions. For us, we're going to give you something more realistic, and we're going to tell you in a way that's easy to understand and follow. So if you want to join us, you're more than welcome to. You can join our team, join this community of individuals who is dominating the space. And you can do that by liking the video, sharing the video, and also subscribing here to our channel, right? So you guys can see we got a prediction already ongoing in the market for GameStop, right? Our last price prediction was done on June the 11th, 2021, and we've been playing in weakness ever since then, right? And for the most part, the trap has done nothing but traded the price of GameStop sideways. So as I break through these different time horizons for GameStop, we need to still see weakness in the market. If we do, then we are still in position to win. If we don't, then we need to go ahead and take that small profitability right now that we have in GameStop and move on to the next play, right? So you guys can even tell that GameStop was in a upward trend. Okay, we was following the market in GameStop here and how the overall sentiment in the space was trending higher. Okay, so as I extended out that ascending line, each of us can tell that the market is no longer trading above that line. That simply tells us that the sentiment in GameStop is waning from that bullishness that was once had back in May. So don't be fooled. The trap is letting us know where he wants to take this price. Don't pay attention to all of the hype, all of the FUD, all of the FOMO that is being garnered for GameStop. Above all things, even amidst all of the confusion, the trap is still controlling the price. Now, let me explain to you who is the trap. Now, the trap is the one who moves the price, okay? That is his whole function. That is why he comes in and makes a market every day. Now, what do I mean making a market? This is why many people think the stock market is manipulated. And it's really not, because his job is to make sure he creates an orderly market. He needs to bring you and I together to agree on a price. And if there's no buyers, there's no sellers at a certain price, it is his job to make sure that he does that. Because without him, the market would not be orderly. You'll see prices, for instance, in GameStop around 360. You might see a trade at 360. Then the next minute, the next trade might be at $110. Then the next minute, the next trade might be at 300. That's not an orderly market. That's inefficient. That causes confusion. You will really have no idea as to what the market is anticipated to do in GameStop. So every price bar you see, every volume bar you see is actually his work. He is in there creating that market. And without him, we won't be able to trade. You won't be able to even use technical analysis if he couldn't do what he has been doing. So it's a good thing that he's in that market, creating that market, because we'll need to continue to see that in order for us to even predict where price is anticipated to go. So he has a very important job. Very important. So now, because billions and trillions of dollars are in jeopardy of him creating these orderly markets. So let's look at this real quick. That's the trap. He's the one that we place at the bottom left side of our screen. He is the one that is trying to take the money though, right? He's in the business to take money, to make money as well. So it is his job to try to place us in some very bad positions and he can win and we can lose. And our whole purpose is to follow what he does so that we can anticipate where he's going to go, so that we can meet him there and beat him at his own game. So we can already tell that he has dropped the price below that ascending line. So he's not tricking us. If you're on our team, if you're in our community, we already know that he's not going to trick us, that the value of GameStop is no longer bullish. If anything, he could continue to trade his market sideways, or it could go lower. That's it. Sideways or lower. And we've already been in position in anticipation that the value of GameStop is going to drop in price. This is the 3-day time frame. And again, the market in GameStop is still weak. We closed on the low of that 2-day price bar. Now, we can see the market come in and try to prop up price around 200. So if we're going to anticipate that, we need to TP out the market right there. TP simply means to take the profit. If we're going to expect him to try to prop up the price in GameStop around 200, we need to meet him there. And that will give us 7, almost 8% profitability in that round. I'm not sure what we stated our TP price was going to be on our last video, but yeah, $200 would be our first area TP. What about on a weekly time frame? Okay, this is the weekly time frame into the market in GameStop, and the weakness is still here. Now, the spread of this last week's price bar is not as big as the last 3, but the interest or demand to the market is not here for GameStop. I'm not seeing any indications that this market in GameStop is actually strong. This is the 2 weeks time frame. For us to close toward the low end of this 2-week price bar lets me know that the market here is definitely giving us a lot of weakness. Right? Now, if we start out next week on a bullish note in GameStop, then this market is not done with higher price movement. But the 2 weeks time frame is giving us weakness. This is the 3 weeks time frame, still here harnessing to its weakness. The reason why I tell you all that is because if you look at this 3-week price bar in GameStop right here, and this one, you can see how the market in GameStop on the next following 3 weeks, we saw the price go higher. So that would be the only outlier that will go against our forecast of seeing GameStop go lower, is we could see another movement to the upside in price. Okay, but there's still weakness here. So we're going to continue to go on with our forecast into the market in GameStop. We're still anticipating the market is going to go lower. Some traders might think GameStop is going to continue to climb in price, but from looking at the chart, that's not what we're seeing. Not yet. So our eyes is going to be fixated around that $200 price to see if we get more strength involved there. And if we do, cool, we understand what the market's going to do next. Then we're going to go higher. Okay. So now I want to know, what do you all think? If you're a trader, if you're an investor in the market in GameStop, let us know where you think the price is going to go. All right. And that's it. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, trade different.